Hello, everyone. This is again the amazing, the talented, the super talented, and the neutrino in the prime of his own age, U.S. retired Lieutenant Colonel. Here we got Sir Albert Clark. So, yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing just fine.
That's good. All Mr. Clark has been waiting for his royalties because this time he is now getting and waiting for the royalties to come so he can celebrate his whole amazing sales. Anyways, his books are available easily on the Amazon Barnes and Noble store, so you can easily collect them. And yes, do buy every book, every collection. It is a masterpiece of its own. So yes, sir, what we are discussing today.
Well, yeah, you mentioned uh, hypersonic aircraft
Okay.
last time,
Right.
and I thought I'd discuss that just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, there's a big difference. We don't have very many, but we've got at least one. The Chinese supersonic. That's a joke. Uh, Basically, they stick an airplane on the top of a missile and they fire the missile off into space. And on the way down, it's hypersonic.
It
I
means
guess
that they shoot the hypersonic missile with the same simple plane, which they name it afterwards hypersonic plane.
right.
Right.
Our hypersonic airplane takes off from a runway
Oh.
like an ordinary airplane.
Obviously, that's called Chinese camera. Yes.
So
Yeah.
the problem is that the technology is so drastically different. The Chinese tell you one thing, but you have to look at it what it really is. Uh,
Okay.
just like our aircraft carriers and submarines take off and they go off for maybe a couple of years before they come home. And the only thing they have to get
Uh-huh.
along the way is they have to get food because they can only carry so much food and keep it fresh. So
Right.
as far as fresh food, that only lasts a very short period of time, and then they end up eating canned food. Uh, but again, you can only carry so much food because
Yeah.
the crew eats a lot over a period of time when you don't
So
have
it's
much
good
shelf
for
space.
supply chain rather than warfare.
Right. So they have to get fresh food along the way from time to time,
Oh.
but they can stay under for months
Oh.
in submarines. And
Mm-hmm.
talking about that, they use the nuclear reactor to hydrolyze water to produce hydrogen and oxygen.
Okay.
Uh, they vent off the hydrogen, but they breathe the oxygen, so they can keep. And then they have carbon dioxide scrubbers that removes carbon dioxide from the air because
Mm-hmm.
you can't let carbon dioxide build up too much.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how they can stay under for months at a time, is they generate their own. You say,
Uh-huh.
what about fresh drinking water? Oh, no
Oh.
problem. They got plenty of electricity from that nuclear generator there. So
Okay.
they again desalinize the seawater. So they got fresh, basically distilled water to drink. Yeah, and they get rid of the salt, but they keep the fresh water.
Uh-huh.
And they actually use a lot of fresh water even to cool the nuclear reactors,
Uh-huh.
because using salt seawater would require inquire result in salt buildup inside the cooling system.
Oh.
So think about that. If they used salt water to cool that reactor, it wouldn't take very long, and they'd jam up the cooling system with hideout salt.
Yeah.
So they use fresh water. But hey, they got plenty of salt water that they can suck it up and
Uh-huh.
desalinize it and filter it and so forth, and
Mhm.
and have fresh water for the crew to drink, and and for the cooling of the reactor.
Yeah.
No, they do use a lot of salt water for showers.
So it means that they got hypersonic shower for the human health, not for the warfare.
Yeah, basically. Anyway,
Yeah.
So that's how they have plenty of water on board because they don't have to carry the water with them. They can just desalinize it. So
Okay.
it's like some
Mm.
cities have desalinizers where they can take seawater and desalinize it for the city to drink.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's a smaller operation that happens on board the
Hmm.
and of course also on our aircraft carriers too. They do
Hmm.
that for fresh water also.
And let
And
our
again,
audience know about that. During your era, obviously, Chinese people from all over the world, they joined Howard warfare and amazing defense military technologies. So obviously, Chinese, obviously, they entered United States in order to learn and pick up the things, and then they go back and start copying. Please shed some light.
well, we've had that problem forever, just about,
Yeah.
with foreign students coming here to teach school or to be students,
Uh-huh.
and basically they're spies to look up information on what we're doing, and
Hmm.
then they take it home and try to copy it.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes their copy doesn't come out quite right. They missed an important ingredient.
Okay.
It's like trying to make a screwdriver without vodka. They may have the orange juice, but they don't have the vodka, so it didn't come out the same. And
Right.
that's where they run into a problem trying to copy American technology.
Yeah.
And of course, some of the closest held technology they never get exposed to because we don't
Yeah.
allow them to
Hmm.
get that much into it. If it's really, really good stuff,
Hmm.
like our hypersonic airplanes.
At least Chinese have some standard, but what do you think about the Indian chimpanzees?
Well, the Indians are coming up in the world too. Matter of fact, talking about just people saying that the our moon landing was faked.
Yeah.
Well, an Indian satellite orbiting the moon took pictures of the landing craft because we didn't it lands on legs when it comes down and lands, but when the astronauts left the moon,
Yeah.
they left that landing craft sitting on the ground, and they took off in a module that
Yeah.
had rocket engines to get them back into orbit made up with the mothership that was
Oh,
orbiting,
yeah.
and but they left the lander sitting on the ground. Well, Indian satellite took pictures of it, still sitting there without the module, of course, because the module went back home. But
Yeah. So do you think what is the capacity and the capabilities of Indians as they are the leading the Microsoft big companies, especially in Oracle, we can see the cloud cluster team is totally based on and the neural networks, the latest technology. Indians are working behind Amazon. They got good thing and the Google Deep Minds. If you research it more, Indians are way ahead of it of their time, and they are the one who is working, especially the team up with the Sam Altman for the Chat GPT, and they're working currently on that. And yes, there is a 2024 Nobel Prize winner. What do you call from USA? And that he's actually the chemist. He's the chemist. He works using the Google AlphaFold to have a new protein module which he discovered through neural link. That's a programming language. So what do you think Indians are now expediting in biomolecular computer biologists, computational biology, astrology, and defense system? But they recently, their big brain and their jabbering mouth has lost with a very small country comparatively to India, very poor company comparatively to India, very derailed company, very politically stabilized company called Pakistan. What do you think?
well, I think Pakistan and India both have nuclear weapons, and they're not very friendly.
No, so what do you think? Like the big mouth people are embarrassed globally because of their prime minister booty. What do you think? What shades them like? What do you think about the Indians? Yeah.
Well, the remember India used to be a United Kingdom country,
Yeah.
so they
Tell our
grew up
audience,
under
please. Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah they grew up under British control,
Right.
and then the Britain gave them back their control of their country, but
Uh-huh.
they've got that British background which the Pakistanis don't have.
Oh,
So that's probably a major factor in why the Indians are getting into technology and Pakistan's not.
yeah.
And of course, both of them got nuclear capability from Russia. So,
So any special message for this small, poor country for Pakistan to compete with the United States or to be with the level of United States think tank? Any special message? Yeah.
uh, Pakistan's a small Middle Eastern country. I'm sorry, but they're not going to compete.
And so what do you think? India has been threatening our dearest Mr. Trump. Why they are just threatening? So what do you think? How do you forecast the things?
Well, the issue there is tariffs.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, there are some Americans that don't appreciate the fact that when you call for tech support, you're probably going to be talking to somebody that doesn't speak good English
Yeah,
because
Mr.
they're
Modi.
probably from India. And
Yeah.
if you look at their telephone wiring system over there,
Yeah.
you wonder how you can even talk to anybody
Exactly.
because it just they're not organized. They're English speaking people might speak enough English to talk to somebody uh, in person,
Huh?
where you can see the body language and so forth. But
Yeah.
when it comes to talking to somebody over the phone, it loses something in the translation, to put it simply.
Exactly. We witnessed that when the Prime Minister of India, he traveled all the way to United States, meeting the Trump, their translator. He was being scolded badly by Mr. Trump. So we witnessed that already. Now, what do you think? Like people, we were discussing about the foreigners entered United States. Obviously, they want to settle. They have a new lifeline because they wish to have an American dream to chase on, but it is not possible for American dream to be chased in their own country. Please shed some light.
Well, we have two different types of immigrants. We have immigrants that want to be Americans,
Hmm.
and then we got immigrants that want free stuff off the U.S. government.
Oh,
So we've got people from well, the United States has always been a
mhm.
country of immigrants,
Exactly.
but they came here for a better life, not to sponge off the government,
Hmm.
but to create something of their own.
Exactly.
Uh, they came here to learn the American way and to uh, get educated in American education
Sure.
and to make a career in an American company
Yeah.
or create their own American company.
Uh-huh.
Uh, but the most of the immigrants we're getting now are for people with no education and all they want is money.
Exactly.
They didn't come here to make the United States better. They came
Yeah.
here to get money and send it back home.
Exactly.
So, you know, I encourage immigrants to come that are educated, from in their own country as well as they can, and they
Hmm.
want to create a better life, and they want to come here, and we need that kind of immigrants. We want
Okay.
people that appreciate what the United States is and
Mhm.
want to make it better for their own family.
I mean,
Uh,
obviously, the Americans, I can see that over here. There are millions of PhD living in the United States, but they are jobless. Reason being, India is or cheap people, and they pretend to be a big mouth. People buy that. So the West has always coming up with the mistake, as per my thing, right? So obviously, what I think that West should understand American people first and then the other nationality. That's in my book. We should promote American talent rather than foreign talent. What do you say, sir?
by the way, my medical doctor that I really like, he's from Pakistan.
Okay.
He doesn't even have an accent.
Okay.
And he just got married to American girls. So,
Oh. So it means
but I
he's
really,
Pakistani American.
yeah, but I really like him. He's got his American citizenship,
That's good.
and uh,
Uh-huh.
he he was trained in Pakistan, but he's taken a lot of courses in medicine while he was here,
Oh,
and
what's his
he's
name?
pretty good. Oh,
You
you
can
would say
promote
that.
him. You can
Everybody
promote him.
calls everybody calls him Doctor A. It's Aminada.
Aminata.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Right. So I'll be,
Aminada. Anyway, everybody
yeah.
just calls him Doctor A, and everybody, if you say Doctor A, they know exactly who you're talking about.
Okay.
But
So,
I can pronounce it right according to him. I'm saying it right.
okay. Dr. Amin Dar. That's what you say?
Aminada, Doah.
Doan. Oh, I got it. I just see that. Anyway, sir, so what is your special thing? What do you say that we were discussing about hypersonic? So, do you think world is chasing America in creating such thing? Who do you think? Which country is now sharing the technology and chasing United States technology? I mean, a bit. France,
Well,
United Kingdom, Netherlands, which country?
they're not close. uh, it's a fine thing to talk about it, but in reality, I'm not real hep on that because uh, we got the SR-71, pretty darn fast. We've got the SR-72,
Yeah,
which is hiding around out there somewhere. We've
yeah,
got the space plane that is unmanned, but it goes up and orbits Earth for months at a time and comes in and lands like an airplane.
exactly.
And so, do we call that a hypersonic plane? It's more than going fast because, uh, again, we have American airplanes stationed at sea or on land all over the world.
Exactly.
They don't have that.
Mhm.
So they've got if they want to, if they were to ever have a war with the United States, they'd want to come here, right? But they can't get here.
So no, the best part is that hey, we want to fight you, but please can we borrow some of the weapons?
Right. Can we get some of that equipment from you?
Okay. But what do you think? What should be the instance for United since we are the welfare country, since we do care about the humanity? What do you think? American soldiers share their technology at that particular time? Yes or no, sir? Because you have been a part of war.
Well, we don't share our best technology, put it that way.
But we share our lowest technology.
Um,
Yeah,
uh, for example,
yeah,
a lot of countries they want to have an interceptor type airplane
uh,
that can intercept an enemy airplane flying into their country.
okay.
What do we sell them? We sell them we sell some countries F5. The
Yeah,
F5 is basically a single seat T-38 trainer, but
okay.
the trainer doesn't have the capability of launching missiles or having a gun. It's a trainer,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's basically the same airplane, but just a single pilot. And